The morning light spills softly through the curtains. A gentle breeze touches the quiet room. Clara sits by the window, her cup of tea warming her palms. The world outside moves slowly, but her shoulders ache again. A dull stiffness travels down her back. She breathes, trying to ignore it. Maybe it's just age, she thinks. Maybe this is how it feels to be 63. Once she used to dance while cleaning, stretch without thinking. Now even lifting her arms feels heavy, uncertain. She remembers the days of chalk dust and laughter in her classroom. The rhythm of teaching, the movement, the energy. But those days seem distant, like an old song fading away. Her reflection in the glass smiles faintly. Just a little soreness, she whispers. Yet deep inside, she knows it's more than that. It's not pain that scares her. It's the slow fading of ease. The quiet reminder that time has its own pace. She closes her eyes. Somewhere in her heart, a thought stirs. Maybe slowing down isn't about giving up. Maybe it's a different way of beginning again. The sun rises slowly over the quiet neighborhood. Clara wakes before the alarm, as she always does. Her mornings are simple, steady, and predictable. A pot of tea, a slice of toast, a gentle hum of the radio. But today, the ache is stronger than before. It creeps along her shoulder, tight and heavy. She winces when she reaches for the cup. The same pain she's ignored for months now feels louder. It whispers with every small movement, every stretch. Her body feels like an old clock, ticking but tired. She rotates her arm carefully, testing her range. A soft crack, a sharp pull, then stillness. She exhales, frustrated yet calm. This is just what happens, she murmurs to herself. Her reflection in the window looks back knowingly. Lines of time mark her face, but her eyes still hold light. She remembers mornings long ago, when she moved freely. The rush of getting ready for class, lifting books, waving at students. Her shoulders strong, her back straight, her energy endless. Now, even buttoning her blouse feels like an effort. She pauses, breathes, and presses her fingers into her shoulder. The muscle feels tight, like it's guarding something. She wonders when she stopped listening to her body. When she decided discomfort was just part of getting older. The radio plays softly in the background, a song from her youth. She hums along, smiling faintly through the stiffness. Outside, the world is waking up, children laughing, dogs barking, life moving on. She watches it all from her window, still and thoughtful. The ache pulses again, gentle but steady. It's not pain that troubles her, it's what it represents. A loss of freedom, a quiet warning from her body. She thinks of her friends, many her age, all sharing similar stories. Just arthritis, one says. Just stiffness, says another. Everyone seems to accept it, like a tax of age. But something in Clara resists that idea. She believes her body still holds strength, even if it sleeps. Still holds rhythm, even if it slows. She finishes her tea and stands up carefully. Her hand presses against the counter for balance. The ache shifts, a reminder that she's not broken, just in need of care. She closes her eyes, letting the morning light touch her face. Maybe there's a way to ease this, she thinks. Something gentle, something slow. Not medicine, not quick fixes. Just movement, honest, patient, deliberate. She stretches her arms forward, just to try. The motion is small, but it feels like a beginning. Her shoulders protest, but her breath stays calm. She moves slower, focusing on the rhythm of inhale and exhale. A warmth spreads through her upper back. It's not comfort yet, but it's something close. When she opens her eyes again, she feels a spark of hope. Maybe there's more she can do than just endure. Maybe this morning ache isn't the end of ease. Maybe, just maybe, it's the start of listening again. She sets her cup aside, straightens her back and smiles. Somewhere deep within her, a quiet strength stirs awake. The afternoon sun paints the park in gold. Clara walks slowly along the path, her steps careful, measured. She likes this part of the day, the calm before evening. Children laugh in the distance, the wind stirs the trees. Her shoulder still aches, but less sharply than before. The air feels kind, almost healing. She stops near the pond, watching ripples dance on the surface. Her hands rest gently on her sides, her breath steady. Across the grass, a small group gathers beneath a tall oak. They move slowly, their arms rising, circling, lowering again. Their rhythm catches Clara's eye, so graceful, so calm. At the center stands a woman, her hair silver in the sunlight. Her voice is soft but clear, guiding the others. Breathe in, slow, now exhale, let your shoulders drop. Clara watches, fascinated. Something about the simplicity draws her in. There's no rush, no strain, only ease. The woman smiles as she notices Clara standing nearby. "Would you like to join us?" she calls gently. Clara hesitates, touching her sore shoulder. "Oh, I'm not sure," she replies, embarrassed. "My shoulders aren't what they used to be." The woman laughs softly. "That's why you should join." Clara smiles shyly, unsure but curious. She steps closer, her shoes crunching lightly on the grass. The group makes space for her, welcoming her with nods and smiles. The woman introduces herself, May, a yoga instructor who teaches seniors. Her movements are smooth, unhurried like the breeze. "Don't worry about doing it perfectly," May says kindly. "Just follow your breath and move as slowly as you need." Clara nods, feeling both nervous and hopeful. May raises her arms, rolling her shoulders gently. "Lift, breathe in, feel your ribs expand." Clara mimics the motion, stiff but determined. Her shoulder resists at first, tight and reluctant. Then, with the next breath, it releases just a little. The air feels different now, alive, full of promise. May continues, her voice calm and grounding. "Now exhale, let your shoulders fall away from your ears." Clara sighs deeply, feeling the weight leave her body. She glances around, the others move slowly, peacefully. It feels less like exercise and more like meditation in motion. Her body responds, tentative but willing. For the first time in a long while, her pain doesn't define her. It's just a quiet echo beneath the rhythm of movement. The session ends with stillness. Everyone stands with eyes closed, breathing together. Clara feels her heartbeat slow, her mind quiet. May opens her eyes and smiles warmly. "You did beautifully," she says. "How do you feel?" Clara pauses, surprised by her own answer. "Lighter," she says softly, "just lighter." May nods. That's how healing begins, one gentle breath at a time. Clara looks at her hands, her shoulders, her breath. Something small but powerful has shifted within her. She thanks May, promising to return. As she walks home, the ache is still there, but it feels softer now, almost kind. For the first time, Clara believes her body can change. And that belief feels like sunlight breaking through clouds. The next morning, Clara wakes with the sun. Her shoulder still feels tender, but something inside her is different. She remembers May's voice, calm, steady, full of warmth. "Just follow your breath," she had said. "Let your body lead." Clara decides to try again, right there in her quiet living room. The curtains sway gently as light fills the space. She stands barefoot on the wooden floor, spine straight, eyes closed. For a moment she hesitates, unsure where to begin. Then she takes a slow breath in, deep and deliberate. Her chest expands, her shoulders rise with the inhale. She exhales, letting her arms fall naturally to her sides. It's simple, yet it feels like a release. She repeats the motion, this time more aware of the rhythm. Lift, breathe, hold, release. Her body begins to remember what freedom feels like. There's still tightness, but now it feels softer, less demanding. She rolls her shoulders back gently, feeling each muscle wake. The movement is small, but filled with intention. With each breath, her confidence grows. She imagines May beside her, smiling with quiet encouragement. Slow down, Clara whispers to herself. Don't rush. She feels the warmth spread from her shoulders to her back. A faint tingling sensation, almost pleasant, replaces the ache. Her breathing deepens, steady and grounded. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Her rhythm becomes smoother, almost like a song her body is singing. The world outside seems to fade. There's only her breath, and the moment. She tries a small circular motion with her arms. The first attempt feels awkward, uneven. But she continues, patient and gentle. Her body begins to cooperate, the resistance melting slowly. She remembers the years she spent giving so much to others. To her students, her family, her friends. Now, for the first time in years, she is giving something back to herself. Not as an act of vanity, but as an act of care. Her shoulders loosen more with each mindful breath. The pain no longer feels like an enemy. It feels like a teacher, quiet, persistent, patient, teaching her how to listen, how to slow down, how to move without fear. When she finally lowers her arms, her body feels lighter. She stands still, hands resting on her heart, feeling it beat softly. It's a rhythm of peace, steady, forgiving. Clara opens her eyes and smiles faintly at her reflection in the window. Her face looks the same, yet something about her feels renewed. The stiffness hasn't disappeared completely, but her spirit has softened. She realizes that healing doesn't come from force. It comes from stillness, from patience, from presence. Outside, the sky brightens. The day feels new, full of quiet possibility. She whispers to herself, tomorrow I'll do it again. And for the first time in a long time, she truly means it. Her journey has begun, slow, steady, and beautifully human. Days turn into weeks, and Clara's mornings find a new rhythm. The kettle sings, the sunlight shifts, and her breath begins the day. Each stretch feels easier, smoother, more natural. Her body remembers slowly, patiently, like a song played on repeat. She rolls her shoulders in slow circles, feeling the warmth spread. Inhale, rise, exhale, release. The motion feels like forgiveness. She no longer pushes her body, she listens to it. Some mornings the ache returns, soft but stubborn. She doesn't fight it anymore. Instead, she smiles, breathes, and moves slower. May's voice echoes in her mind, calm and reassuring. It's not about doing more, Clara. It's about doing slower. She understands it now. Slowness isn't weakness. It's wisdom, it's awareness. She practices by the window, the light painting her in gold. Her shoulders glide back and down, her spine lengthens. Each breath feels like an offering to herself. She feels space open in her chest, space to breathe, to feel, to be. Her movements have become small rituals of care. No music, no rush, no judgment. Just the steady rhythm of air and motion. She begins to notice other changes too. Her posture straightens, her steps grow lighter. Even her sleep feels deeper, calmer. Her body no longer feels like a stranger. It feels like home again. One morning, as she stretches, she catches her reflection in the glass. Her arms rise gracefully, her shoulders soft and steady. The woman in the mirror looks peaceful. Not young, not old, just present. She thinks of all the years she spent ignoring her body's whispers. The long days at work, the hurried meals, the skipped rest. Now she moves slower, but she lives fuller. Each breath feels like a small act of gratitude. Her shoulders no longer carry the weight of expectation. They carry something lighter, acceptance. When the wind blows through the open window, she lifts her arms. The air moves with her, cool and freeing. She closes her eyes, breathing deeply. In that quiet moment, everything feels connected. Her breath, her movement, the sky, the soft hum of morning. She realizes healing is not a destination. It's a practice, a conversation between body and soul. And each day, that conversation grows kinder. Clara lowers her arms slowly, hands resting at her sides. Her heartbeat is calm, her breath steady. The ache has softened into memory. She whispers thank you to her body, her oldest companion. Outside, the first birds begin to sing. She feels alive in a way she hasn't in years. Not because the pain is gone, but because she's learned to move with it, to breathe through it, to find grace in the slow unfolding of every morning. And in that stillness, Clara smiles, whole, present, and free. The sky is soft with early light as Clara walks to the park. The air feels fresh, cool against her cheeks. She carries no hurry, only calm intention. It's been a month since she first met May beneath the old oak. Today her steps are steady, her shoulders light. She moves with quiet confidence, the kind that grows slowly. May is already there, arranging mats on the grass. She smiles when she sees Clara approaching. "You came early," May says warmly. Clara laughs softly. "I didn't want to miss the sunrise." The two women stand side by side, facing the golden horizon. "Let's move with the morning," May whispers. They begin their stretches, the world around them still and bright. Clara lifts her arms slowly, the motion fluid and balanced. The tightness that once held her captive is gone. In its place is ease, quiet, graceful ease. Her breath follows each movement, steady and sure. Inhale, open; exhale, release. The sound of birds mixes with the rhythm of breathing. May watches her carefully, her eyes filled with approval. "You found your rhythm," she says softly. Clara smiles, feeling warmth rise from within. Her shoulders feel strong, yet soft, alive. She bends forward gently, the motion light as water. For the first time in years, her body feels trustworthy. Not fragile, not burdened, simply hers. When the session ends, the group gathers around May. Laughter, small talk, the easy comfort of shared stillness. Clara listens, her heart full of quiet joy. Someone asks, "Doesn't it hurt sometimes?" She thinks for a moment, then nods. "Yes," she says, "but the pain is different now." They look at her curiously, waiting for more. "It used to feel like something was taken from me," she continues. "Now it feels like something is being returned." The group falls silent, touched by her words. May reaches over, gently resting a hand on her shoulder. "There is strength in gentleness," May says. "You've discovered that." Clara nods, her eyes glistening in the sunlight. For years, she thought slowing down meant losing. Now she knows it means finding herself again. The ache that once defined her mornings has softened into wisdom. Her shoulders, once tight with tension, now move like wings. She looks up at the sky, the light spilling through the branches. "Thank you," she whispers to May. But May shakes her head. "You did this, Clara, you listened." The words stay with her as they pack up and part ways. On her walk home, the world feels lighter. The leaves shimmer in the wind, the path glows beneath her feet. Every breath feels deeper, fuller, more alive. She doesn't rush anymore. She lets each step unfold in its own time. Life feels slower now, but richer too. In every gentle movement, she finds meaning. And as the morning sun warms her back, Clara smiles. She finally understands healing isn't about speed. It's about softness, patience, and the courage to begin again. Evening settles gently over Clara's home. The sky outside fades from gold to soft blue. She stands by the window, her reflection quiet and calm. A candle flickers nearby, its flame steady like her breath. She begins her evening stretch, slow and unhurried. The same routine she's grown to love, the same rhythm that saved her. Her arms rise gracefully, her shoulders rolling back. Inhale, she feels her ribs expand. Exhale, the tension melts away like snow in sunlight. The room is silent except for her breathing. She moves with a kind of peace that once felt impossible. Her body and mind now speak the same gentle language. Each motion feels like a quiet conversation with herself. No pain, no resistance, just awareness and flow. She thinks back to the woman she was months ago. Afraid to move, afraid to feel, afraid to slow down. Now she smiles at that memory, tenderly, without judgment. Every ache, every pause, every small breath led her here. To this moment of balance, of stillness, of gratitude. The candlelight dances softly across the walls. It reminds her of mornings in the park with May. The soft grass underfoot, the laughter of the group. She can still hear May's voice, calm, grounded, loving. Breathe, let your body remember that it is safe. Clara closes her eyes, letting the words settle deep inside. Safe, that's what she feels now. Safe in her body, safe in her breath, safe in her years. Age no longer feels like a weight. It feels like a teacher, patient and wise. Her shoulders, once heavy with time, now carry ease and grace. She tilts her head gently from side to side, stretching her neck. Her breath follows the motion, a steady rhythm of renewal. Outside, rain begins to fall, soft and comforting. Each drop feels like music, syncing with her movement. She lifts her arms once more, letting the breath guide her. Slow calm present. It's not a stretch anymore. It's a form of gratitude, a quiet celebration of resilience. When she lowers her hands, she feels warmth in her chest. Her heart beats calmly, strong and certain. She whispers to herself, I'm still here, still moving, still alive. The rain taps gently on the glass, a lullaby of peace. Clara sits down, wrapping her arms loosely around herself. Her shoulders relax, her breath deepens. This is what healing looks like, not the end of pain, but the return of trust. She trusts her body again. She trusts her breath to carry her through the years to come. The world outside is quiet now, soaked in silver light. Clara watches the rain fall, feeling its rhythm match her own. Slow, steady, timeless. She smiles softly, eyes half closed. The woman who once feared stillness now finds home in it. In this gentle moment, everything feels complete. Her journey has not ended, it has only changed pace. And as the candle burns low, she whispers one last truth. Slow is not weak, slow is alive. The morning returns, soft and golden once more. Clara stands by the window, the world glowing awake around her. Her shoulders move easily now, her breath calm and sure. Each motion feels like a quiet thank you to her own body. She no longer measures progress in strength or speed. She measures it in peace, in presence, in grace. Her tea steams gently, the scent of jasmine filling the air. She smiles, remembering the first time she could barely lift her arm. Now every stretch feels like a small victory, a gentle prayer. Outside, the park waits, the place where her healing began. She knows May will be there, still smiling, still teaching. Clara ties her scarf and steps into the light. The air greets her, cool and kind. Each step feels effortless, each breath a reminder. Pain was never her ending, it was her awakening. She moves slowly down the path, shoulders free, heart open. The world moves fast, but she has learned the secret of stillness. Slow isn't behind, slow is alive. And as the sunlight touches her face, Clara whispers, I'm home.